Welcome back to another episode of Steve Talks About Night Vision Stuff. In today's episode, we are talking about the Nocturn Katana. So I think the biggest feature of the Katana is going to be its weight. Coming in at under 500 grams, fully built with lenses and tubes, this is the lightest articulating binocular system that's currently out on the market. It is additively manufactured, meaning it's 3D printed, as some people would call it, but instead of the homebrew 3D printing stuff that you're thinking about, this is what's called multi-jet fusion printed. So what you're actually left with is this nice textured material that's actually substantially stronger than what you are probably thinking about in terms of 3D printing. So a couple of reasons why the Katana is so lightweight. They've completely done away with the power knob. So basically the battery cap is the power knob. So you'll notice that this looks kind of like a surefire clicky cap, and it works exactly the same way. Push to turn on, push to turn off. They've also eliminated the IR illuminator. I've personally not found the IR illuminator on most binocular devices to be really all that useful. So it's gone, but if your particular requirement or situation requires that you need an IR on board, keep that in mind. The other thing that the Katana doesn't have is a low battery indicator on the inside of the eyepiece. That being said, this does run for about 20 hours on a single battery. So you do have to basically make sure that you stay on top of your battery, or they actually offer a LEMO port option for a remote battery pack. So rather than have this plate here, they actually have a port that you can plug into, and then you can run an external battery pack, which gives you something like 60 hours of battery. The Katana has some features that you'd normally find in a premium goggle system. So as an example, it has auto off when the pods are swiveled away. So what that means is, for example, if you have the unit on and you need to swing the pods up and away from your face, the pods will power off and they'll power back on when they are swung back in place. This basically eliminates any type of backsplash, tube damage, things like that. Kind of a nice feature to have, so that you don't have to always power off the goggle. You're also able to, for example, swing one pod out of the way, do your admin stuff, still maintain situational awareness with your other eye, and then swing it back down and kind of go about your business. So the other feature that Katana has are the IPD stops. So these are not hard stops like what you would find on the DT-NVS or the PVS-31 Alphas. These are what I would call soft stops. And let me show you what I mean. So pay attention to this semicircle here when I have the pod up. So as I swing it down, you'll see the semicircle follow the pod until I get to about this point. Now the IPD is obviously too far apart. What I would do here now is continue to add force, and then basically this is where I would set my IPD. So around here is when I normally would set it. If I now want to, swing it and use it normally, I would just basically swing it within this arc. And then when I swing it up, I would basically feel that I've reached that soft stop and not try to force it up any further. Same thing with on the way down. I would feel for that stop and stop right there. Now, obviously, you don't have to use this. You can always just, manually force it all the way up and force it all the way down. But that feature is there as a bit of what I would call, again, a soft stop. So we offer the Nocturn Katana in the black Cerakote option with no LEMO port. The reason why we do that is because we feel like a lot of people don't really need the LEMO port. This thing runs, like as we said, it runs about 20 hours on a single battery. And we found that the black Cerakote kind of gives you a very nice matte texture. If you're wondering what the non-coated option looks like, take a look at this dovetail and this rear plate. So it's going to be a little bit more shiny. We can get those as well, so the non-coated options. So for example, if you wanted to get this and then maybe put a Nocorium wrap on, that's definitely possible. We're actually also able to get and order in a Cerakote Coyote and a Cerakote OD Green option. So we offer this in two options. One is what we would call the Katana Pro, and that is with Carson or Edmond lenses, depending on what we currently have in stock. And the other option is the Katana Standard, which is with Optronics lenses. For those of you who are looking to get binos but are on a bit of a budget, those are currently listed on the website for just under 7,000 Canadian plus tax. So now for the elephant in the room, we've been told by Nocturn that they are ramping up production of these in 2022 and adding capacity. So you should start to see the lead time start to come down on these. Our goal in Q1 is really to have these in stock and ready to ship. So stay tuned for that. That we're doing as best as we can, trying to keep up with the demand. It's been kind of nuts, but we do want to get these in people's hands. So there you have it, the Nocturn Katana. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Hope you found this video helpful. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified when we post new videos, and we'll see you on the next one.